So the first thing for us is to being able to offer our customers with low or lower CO2 products in ready-mix cement and aggregates. Customers are demanding those, so we need to provide, and we are doing that. We launch a specific brand to identify those products with lower carbon content. It is called Vertua, and that's already happening in most of our markets. Now, how to produce a lower carbon product, then you have to get to specifics. We are using, for instance, this waste coming from households or commercial or industrial waste. We recover the value of the energy content in that waste, and we use it as a fuel. To give you an example in that part, in the case of our cement plants in Europe, 70% of the fuel that we use nowadays is coming from this type of municipal waste. And by the way, that type of waste, in average, has half of biomass content. So it's very, very convenient. The other one is adding other cementitious materials to the basic product we produce, which is clinker. So the less clinker we include in a ton of cement or in a cubic meter of ready mix, the lower the content of CO2. And that calls for using traditional materials like slag, fly ash, others like pozzolan, micronized limestone, calcine clay, and others. So that's another relevant effort. Another one is alternative raw decarbonated materials. Again, maybe I'm getting too specific into these issues, but that's another relevant element in our strategy. And of course, the use of green or renewable electricity. I think all those combined, do allow us to make the reduction we are making. I've been referring to the momentum of this new momentum, and because of this new momentum, we sort of defined a new strategy like 3 years ago, and because of that strategy, we developed a specific roadmap per plan that we've been executing with the elements I already mentioned. And it's been very pleasing to us to see how this is working. In the last couple of years, 21 and 22, we managed to reduce almost 10% of CO2 generation per ton of cement. That's what we used to reduce every 10 years before this new strategy and all these specific roadmaps and things. So I think that's more or less what we are trying to do. Again, this is not a one action type of thing. Many issues going around. And on top of that, we need to work as an industry and as a company and through business associations on public policies that are more aligned to the idea of a green and circular economy. That it's particularly important in countries or geographies where economies are not that well aligned to the idea of a green economy. And there are also some, there's room for innovation, although there are certain things that have, that are out there that we have used already for some time and we will continue using more. There is still room for innovation. So through an entity we call Cemex Ventures, we are identifying, getting to know and evaluating technologies that we can invest and we can incorporate into this strategy.